They say we never seen a trade backfire this fast in an NBA history. I don't know about that, but we're gonna check out and see what this video is talking about.
Attack someone during the preseason?
Loose ball foul, we got to fight. Jose Alvarado, Ahmed Thompson. Thompson just threw a right hand.
This is the kind of energy you get when a franchise reaches rock bottom. The New Orleans Pelicans are tied for last in the Western Conference standings, but even worse, they cannot tank because they just traded away their first-round pick months ago. On top of
Wait, what?
of this, Zion Williamson is injured again. He's already missed 3 out of 8 games this year. He's owed $45 million in 2028. It's being said his trade value has never been lower, as he's played in just 129 games the last 4 seasons, which means the Pelicans are facing a disaster, and their
Wait.
recent trade has backfired insanely fast. But good news to them, in Dallas, the Luka Doncic trade continues to plague the city. They're just 2-6, and their future, other than Cooper Flag, looks more than uncertain. Meanwhile, in Orlando, the Magic gave up Cole Anthony, KCP, and 4 first-round picks in a trade for Desmond Bane, who was averaging less than 14 points per game on a career-low shooting season.
Okay, it does kind of sound a little bad. If you put it that way, it does kind of sound like these trades seems really bad for a couple of these teams.
All of these situations are bleak. One can be fixed instantly, but the Pelicans, they are staring at an incoming generational collapse. We have to really consider just how bad the Derrick Queen trade has been, because during the 2025 draft, the Pelicans had the 23rd pick and really wanted Derrick Queen. So in order to move up just 10 spots to pick him, the Pels sent the Hawks the rights to their 2026 first round pick, which means if New Orleans finishes lower than Atlanta in the standings, which currently seems highly likely, Atlanta is going to get potentially a top 5 pick in an absolutely loaded draft. Horrible.
Okay, well, I would vouch that the Atlanta Hawks, they did pretty good. I just did a reaction breakdown to their game against the Lakers, and they blew them out by like 20 points. So I think it was about 20 points. They blew them out and ended the Lakers streaks run. They had like a 5-win streak and ended it, right? So, yeah, I mean, the way he's putting it down, but to be fair, like, I thought we just did a reaction to where the homie was like healthy on the Pelicans. Like he lost weight and all that, and was like doing different strength exercises to counter that thing.
But this move gets even worse when we consider that the Pels could have 2 top 5 picks. On June 17th, before the draft took place, New Orleans held the rights to the Pacers' 2026 first rounder, but in order to get pick number 23, they traded the Indiana Pacers pick back to Indiana, which is just bad luck because Tyrese tore his Achilles after this move. However, most of the Pelicans' moves have been just bad decisions. Now, this is not a knock on Derrick Queen. Maybe he becomes a great player, but we do know this is a huge risk. The price to get a 13th pick here was absurd. On New Orleans, it is very easy to just point the finger at Zion for all of the Pelicans' problems, but we also have to point fingers at how New Orleans has fumbled their own talent. Do we remember that Dyson Daniels was on the Pelicans roster for 2 seasons, where in year 2, he only averaged 22.3 minutes per game? The Pelicans sent him to the Hawks for DeJounte Murray,
and now that boy over there doing
and
good.
Watched as Daniels finished 2nd in the Defensive Player of the Year voting in his 3rd season last year.
Oh, they gotta hurt. They gotta hurt so bad.
Many consider Willie Green as one of the worst coaches in the NBA. I know I didn't, but now I did. And overall, what is the goal here for this team? Zion, DeJounte Murray, Trey Murphy, and Herb Jones all are owed a combined $125 million in 2028. New Orleans is locked into a core that is going to get you nowhere. And yet again, we saw skinny Zion this summer. While yet again, he has not had a breakout year, he has actually regressed. Zion is averaging just 22.8 points per game on 48.7% shooting with 0 3-pointers attempted. Man,
what do you expect for the guy to do? He was in the game for that long, man. He's been missing a bunch of games. Give him a chance. Damn.
Has not been practicing his jumper, and his advanced stats are pretty much all career lows. But again, Zion is easy. Let's remember Brandon Ingram was traded in a package that really got the Pelicans absolutely nothing. And the Josh Hart move for CJ McCollum has aged like milk. Overall, New Orleans has one of the most unreliable franchise stars in the entire league. They have no solid future, and they have no solid present. It is hard to top this, but the Mavericks are dealing with their own inner struggles. I don't want to just talk about Luka here because we do know how bad that trade was. What I do want to talk about is I have a new channel and a new video up. It would really mean...
Man, hey, yo, I'm going to support the guy by having his video in links in the description so y'all check him out. But also, you know, hit that subscribe button and that like button for your boy over here for entertaining breakdowns and reactions. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's get back to it.
Only be called one of the best starts to a season in NBA history. Luka is only 26. I personally think he's going to win his first MVP with the fat shame fuel Nico Harrison dumped on him. But let's also not forget that the Mavericks let Jalen Brunson walk for nothing. Let's take a look at this clip.
The most we can get was like 4 years and $55 million. Obviously, we wanted to do that. I wanted to stay there. So we went back. If the deal's there, I'll do it. Like right now, still, it was no.
Oh, this was Dallas.
This is Dallas. It's still in Dallas.
Okay.
4 years, $55 million for a man who is now averaging 28 points and 6 assists per game. A man who's also done the impossible, made the Knicks relevant again. Let's remember, Brunson was allowed to walk because the Mavericks thought he and Luka were not a good fit. They felt both of them needed the ball in their hands too much. Now somehow they have neither of these stars. And the same to a lesser degree goes for Kristaps Porzingis. His relationship with Luka was not good when the two played with each other, so Dallas chose Luka. They sent KP away for Davis Bertans, Spencer Dinwiddie, and a second-round pick. Pretty underwhelming, as Porzingis ended up being a key piece on the Boston Celtics championship run in 2024. He's also continued to be a great piece for the Atlanta Hawks this year.
Oh my God, dog, nah, bro. This is why Hawks are doing so good against the Lakers that time, man. Oh, snap.
Can we really trust this team to build around Cooper Flagg? Coop is having some rookie struggles. He's averaging just 14.4 points and 6.6 rebounds per game. He's shooting under 40% from the field. But we don't want to judge too early there. Adjusting to the NBA game is what a lot of rookies need to go through. What's extremely concerning is that the Dallas Mavericks somehow...
It's a whole nother different game flow. You know what I'm saying? Speed, accuracy to... IQ on the court to everything, even physical contact. It's a different sport, man. When you're going from high school to college to then to the big leagues.
Have a perfect duo going on here. They have no salary cap flexibility while they also have given away so many of their future picks. Their 2027 first round pick is just top 2 protected. If they are not in that top 2, they're giving it to Charlotte. The Thunder have the rights to just swap picks with the Mavericks in 2028. Houston has the right to swap picks with the Mavs in 2029, and the Spurs have the right to swap picks with the Mavs in 2030. Are we joking? Dallas most likely cannot build through the draft, and in the 2028 season, they owe Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford a combined $145 million.
That sounds like a lot to me. A lot of the numbers and things went over my head. I'm not even gonna front with you guys, like as if I knew that of what he was talking about. He kind of lost me kind of in the beginning of that. But yeah, that sounds like it's a bunch of market capped out. That's what that sounds like. All that money is going to these 4 top players right here.
The salary cap this season is set at $154 million. With Cooper Flagg's contract added in, they're already over it. Compared to the Pelicans, the Mavericks are not going to be a losing team, but Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving are both extreme injury risks, which means the Mavs could end up being stuck in the NBA's worst spot, consistent mediocrity. But as for our final team, should we raise alarms about the Orlando Magic, or are we watching a really unfortunate start? Because the Orlando Magic are the one team that can fix everything very fast. We do have to wonder what is going on with Desmond Bane. There are Reddit posts popping up that are simply asking, is Desmond Bane okay? And while watching moments like this, we need to ask that ourselves.
Bane can't hit. Johnson throwing it down. A combo. Moss Bane, and Bane threw him down hard. And this is going to be looked at for a hostile act. Oh, and he threw the ball off his head.
Yeah, that's a Bane move for sure. That's definitely a Bane move for sure. Look at that. What was that?
Oh, and he threw the ball off his head.
On paper, it looked like the Desmond Bane trade was going to be a perfect fit roster-wise, although we did immediately question if this was an overpay. Tons of picks, plus Cole Anthony, who has been an elite bench player for the Bucks. Anthony's averaged 11.1 points and 5.1 assists per game this season on over 50% shooting in just 20.6 minutes. But the Magic took a risk here, believing that Jalen Suggs was ready to take a mini leap of his own. Suggs is just 24 years old. However, Orlando is playing a very risky game because Suggs is also coming off of knee surgery. We never know how that is going to go. The good news is if he does play at the level Orlando expects him to, he will be a piece that immediately fixes this team to some degree. But here is where the front office is panicking. They're locked in. The Magic have their own first round pick in 2027. Other than that, up until 2031, Orlando either straight up owes their pick to another team or owes pick swaps. Thank you, Desmond Bane. Now that draft situation is fine if they are in the contending status that they thought they would be in, but Orlando didn't have to pull the trigger here. They didn't have to go all in on Desmond Bane. They could have waited. However, they thought Bane was the guy that would take them to the next level. And here's where things get tricky. With Paolo and Franz taking most of the shots, is Desmond Bane even happy with the type of role he's playing? And Onyeka Okongwu just roasted him after the ball in the face moment, saying he's not having the best year. You know, I'd be frustrated too if I were in the position watching Paolo and Franz take all of the shots. And we're seeing that frustration in his stats. Bane's numbers are down, just 13.9 points per game, under 42% shooting, under 29% shooting from three, career low PER, box score plus minus, among a lot of other advanced stats. He needs to get it together or this trade is a disaster. But Paolo and Franz numbers are also down, also concerning, just not as an extreme of a way. And let's end with this. Orlando is, surprise, surprise, locked into this core cap-wise. Paolo, Franz, Bane, and Suggs make almost $170 million combined in 2029.
Don't you just hate that, bro? When it's literally the salary cap that literally locks them in to where they can't out and get more talent based off overspending on certain players, which they deserve it, right? They deserve it. But dude, $48 million, $47 million, 44. I mean, just alone, over $100 and some million on 3 players. Bane, you're $44 million. $44 million. I'll be happy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be happy. I'll be like, hey, man, I'm gonna just do my job, show up, and do what I do because I'm getting paid good and I'm playing. He getting playing time. I guarantee he is.
So things better turn around in Orlando. It is going to be very hard to make another big move. This is the core they need to win with. So there we have it. Thank you for watching.
Anyways, man, if y'all guys enjoyed it, man, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button on this channel. I'll be bringing more reactions / breakdowns of basketball content and try to make it entertaining for you guys and also some educational type stuff. And I'm over here trying to learn too, right? I'm trying to learn as much about basketball and getting back into the groove. If those who don't know me, I started out as a music reactor and then I branched out and just didn't want to be stagnant to just music reactions. So I decided to go back to what I felt in love first with was basketball. So if you guys want to know more about me and stuff, you could probably just look through the channel and see all the things I was into and so. But yeah, I'm here to stay to do basketball content. So see you on the next one. Peace.